Welcome. This is part of the Pinnacles, and we are taking a look at the Simmonds Stakes at Ascot on Saturday. I'm Taylor Courtland, and as always, joined by Digby Beacham.
A very good morning to you, TC. Looking forward to getting back to headquarters, as I think a lot of people are.
How bloody good is it?
Yeah, it's outstanding, isn't it? We are presented with an outstanding feature on this 9-event card, that being the 3-year-old Simmonds Stakes over the 1,000 metres.
Take a look at the market quickly. At time of recording on Thursday morning, your favourite is Oscar's Fortune at $2.80. Petula $6, Ripcord $8.50, Chrisanova $9, Elite Ones at $9.50. Before we take a deep dive into the form of those runners, speed map perspective, we differ a little bit. But having Trevor Andrews on the Sports Daily this morning might have changed a few speed maps, because it sounds like Chrisanova is going to be running and running hard.
Yeah, she is, and that's what she did in her most recent trial. It was great to see her trial well. She broke a minute for Jared Noski, and to be fair, in that 1,000 metre heat at Belmont Park, she probably established a 10 to 12 length lead. Mid-trial, she ended up winning, I think, by 6.5 lengths, but it was by no means because she'd run out of petrol. She just was eased down. She is a very, very fast filly. We saw her prove her worth as a 2-year-old, and off the back of that trial, Trevor indicated she'd had a couple of nice gallops since. She's in excellent order, and he did say, provided she jumps well, we will be riding her in a positive fashion. It was music to the ears.
Oscar's Fortune will be going forward from the wide gates. Almighty Class probably, you think, gets the gun run?
Yes, he jumped well in his trial and then was taken hold of.
And a lot of good men will be your back marker.
A lot of good men is a back marker. Yeah, most definitely you would think that Oscar's Fortune and Chrisanova are going to be on-speed runners. We know that the filly has drawn inside Oscar's Fortune. We know sometimes she can be a little bit slow to step, but if she pings the gates and hits the rail, she is going to ensure a genuine tempo, and I think that's going to be very exciting and very encouraging for the makeup of this field.
We haven't seen Oscar's Fortune, your favourite, who's been well backed in early markets, for 30-odd days at the races, but he smashed the clock in 2,000 metre wins. He might have to do it a little bit differently if Chrisanova is out and running, but he's very talented.
Yeah, he's really talented. He's big, he's raw, he's still learning what the caper is all about. Importantly for mine, TC, he took a significant step forward from that debut effort to what he produced second up, and now he gets back to a track which is his home track, Ascot. Now, it is a tighter track, I know, as opposed to Belmont, but he would have been around Ascot a fair few times, you would think, when being trained by Dion. So it's not going to be foreign to him. He's going to be comfortable. He'll just walk across the road. There are a lot of things in his favour. Admittedly, though, he is in all likelihood having to maybe breeze here. So he's a watch, but gee whiz, he's exciting.
From a punting perspective, what price do you expect him to start, and what price would you like to have a bet on him?
Yeah, look, I actually marked him at $4. I've got him at the top of my market. I've got him at $4 now. He's considerably shorter than that. Will he get out north of $3? Maybe, just maybe he does. But I think Chrisanova deserves to be shorter than what she is right now.
Okay, Petula, the second line of betting. We weren't too sure where she fit in after her 2 wins at Belmont and Ascot, but she looks to have come back really well. The most recent trial was really encouraging.
It was nice and impressive, wasn't it? She sort of settled midfieldish, and then she was darted back to the inside by Brad Parnham, and she found the line under very little riding and was a good win. Good time as well. She's a winner. She's 2 for 2, so we cannot disregard that. Does she need to elevate from what she produced in the winter? Most definitely. Is she capable of doing that? The stable would think so.
At the moment, she's a little bit short in the market for you, if you were mentioning Chrisanova being shorter in your market as opposed to the Tab Touch market?
Look, I've got her $9.50 in my market. Again, like you, we've done ours to 95%. So there's a little bit of wriggle room in what we're seeing with that Tab Touch market at the moment. But it wouldn't be a shock if she ran really well.
Ripcord, what did you make of his first up effort? He made a splash early on. He's had 2 runs for Luke Fernie prior to this preparation and was really good in the Perth Stakes, winning that, and in a Karrakatta Plate running 3rd behind some really exciting ones. I was a little bit underwhelmed.
What was the main thing that alarmed you the most about that first up performance? He did carry weight and he had to work hard to find a spot outside the lead.
He's probably paying the price for my high opinion of him, to be fair. If you look at it at face value, any other horse, he's probably done a good job. He's carried weight, sat on speed, first up, no trial. He's done a good job. I thought he might be a Winterbottom chance.
Okay. So he needs to come forward from that. It's interesting that he is going to take his place on Saturday. We spoke to Luke Fernie up in Kalgoorlie on Hannon's Handicap Day, and he indicated that maybe he would go straight to the Belgravia. The fact that he's elected to go to this race suggests that he's come through that run in good order, so that's encouraging. He's probably just going to be ridden a little bit more conservatively there on Saturday and allow him to use his best asset, which is that excellent turn of foot that he has displayed previously. He's in my numbers, but I'm looking elsewhere.
I think he'll appreciate a faster run race.
Yes.
Than what he got first up as well.
Yeah.
So he should come on.
And again, he hadn't trialled. Let's remember that. Yes, he'd been in work a little while, but he had not trialled. So there's going to be genuine fitness that he has taken out of that first up run.
We've touched on Chrisanova. We know that you're keen on her chances. Elite One. What did you make of the trial?
For mine, he trialled like a horse who in time is going to need some headgear. And I'm speaking about blinkers. He's jumping okay. I thought the second trial was better than the first trial. In saying that, low draw here over the 1,000 metres, off what we've seen with him with his gate speed, I think he's probably 3 back the fence at best, in all likelihood 4 back the fence. From there, it's not impossible, but you're going to need a gun ride from Holly and you're going to need some luck at a crucial stage in the straight.
One word, is he a winning chance?
No.
Anything we haven't mentioned that you think is a winning chance?
I wouldn't be stunned if Almighty Class ran a race at a price. Now, there's been a little bit of support for him. Again, we talk about trials. The trial that this fellow turned in most recently was a beauty. He jumped on terms, he was taken hold of, and then once the button was pushed, he let down brilliantly. He'd trialled up really well before the debut run in the winter as a 2-year-old. Disregard it. He ran unplaced. He met a heavy track, which is always hard for a 2-year-old, particularly their first go at the races. He looks to be a horse with some real talent. It wouldn't be a complete and utter shock if he ran out of his skin fresh.
Couldn't agree more. Every Thursday morning, I'll give you $100, figuratively.
Yes.
I can't give you $100 every Thursday.
Boo.
Don't make the same money you do. But you'll be able to bet in all the features early on. And this Saturday, we have the one feature. So you get $100 to spend on the Max Simmonds Stakes.
Yes.
How will you be doing that right here, right now?
$100 on Oscar's Fortune for me. You've got a rock-hard fit horse who's been aimed up at this race. He looks like he's going to go here. Then he's going to go to a Belgravia. Then he's going to go, all things being equal, to a Placid Arc Stakes. There's some horses here who have got bigger fish to fry. They're grand finals down the track. This fellow's wound up. He's got a good racing pattern. I think he's awfully hard to beat.
$2.80 at the moment with Tab Touch at time of recording. You're probably likely to get a little bit better than that closer to start time.
I'd like to think you're getting something with a 3 in front of it, Taylor.
Yep, agree with that. I'll have $50 Oscar's Fortune as well. I think he'll get out in the market. He's probably the best winning chance in the race, I believe. And then just on a little bit of spec, Almighty Class.
Yeah.
I'll have $50 on Almighty Class. As I mentioned, I think he'll get the run of the race. And from there, if he can show the turn of foot off a high-pressure 1,000-metre race, he'll be very hard to hold out.
He just looks a really, really progressive horse, and I know it's only a small sample size with which we're working, but he's exciting. There's no question about that, TC.
Already looking forward to the Placid Arc Stakes if we're going to see some of these horses meet again down the track. If you are betting, do it with Tab Touch, and as always, do it responsibly.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.